Right. Let's kick this off with a change that's ruffled a few feathers in the car community: the rebranding of the Audi A4 to the A5. Now, this isn't just a name change for kicks. Audi's introduced a mild hybrid setup in these models, which blends performance with enhanced fuel efficiency. The timing of its launch in late 2024 was really perfect too, aligning with their strategic shift towards sustainability while keeping combustion tech relevant.
Yeah, it's funny though. Imagine someone calling their old A4 and A5 now just to sound fancy. Oh, mate, it's the new A5, promise.
Very cheeky, Brody. But seriously, this is more than just branding. The mild hybrid tech allows the A5 to recover energy during deceleration and provides a performance boost. It's not groundbreaking, but it's a practical step forward, especially for drivers looking to reduce their carbon footprint while still enjoying that sporty Audi feel. And the design, sleek, sharp, and just the right dose of modern luxury.
You know, it's cool they've made it more efficient but not boring. Like, you're helping the planet and still looking good doing it. Too bad my old ute can't compete, right? It's just me and my carbon cloud.
Moving on to the Audi Q5, it's been Audi's best seller for good reason. This latest update continues to push boundaries with hybrid capabilities, like the mild hybrid petrol and diesel options already available. Plus, there's a plug-in hybrid variant arriving later, which could see some popularity here in Australia.
Oh yeah, the Q5. I've always thought of it as the SUV for people who want everything: luxury, utility, and a bit of street cred. What's new though, besides the engines?
Good question. The Q5 comes with a stunning redesign. Both the standard and the Sportback versions look incredibly sleek. It's refined, but not overdone. Plus, the cabin's been updated too with features like the 14.5-inch MMI touch display and, you'll like this, a human-centric design philosophy. It just screams premium.
Human-centric, huh? So what, it's not going to scare your dog anymore when it beeps at you?
Not quite, Brody. It's about making the driver feel in control and comfortable, not overwhelmed by tech. Audi's really doubling down on this philosophy across their model lineup. And speaking of comfort and practicality, let's get into the A5 sedan. A real standout. Think elegant exterior, performance that doesn't disappoint, and the advanced tech to match. It's got the works: Quattro all-wheel drive, an updated infotainment sense system, and even that coupe-inspired design for added flair.
And practical too. Or is it one of those cars where the back seat's just for show?
Thankfully, no. You've actually got plenty of space for a sedan of its class. It's the kind of car someone upgrades to when they're ready for a bit of sophistication without giving up, day-to-day usability. Whether it's the school run or smashing through a winding country road.
While looking stylish, of course.
Exactly. And it's a good segue into understanding how Audi's catering to a diverse range of users. They're not just focusing on luxury, but making sure that luxury serves everyday function as well. So, continuing with Audi's push for innovation and catering to diverse needs, let's look at the A6 e-tron. It's been making waves, especially with its massive 100 kilowatt-hour battery, which gives it over 700 kilometres of range. That's a game changer for the EV market here in Australia, where long distances between cities can be a challenge for electric vehicles.
Wait, 700 kilometres? So you could go from Melbourne to Sydney on one charge? Or at least get most of the way before your coffee stops slow you down?
Exactly. And that's the selling point. It's not just about range. It's about making EVs practical for everyday use, even for those long-haul drives. Plus, the A6 e-tron isn't just efficient, it's stylish too. The Sportback design and all-electric performance make it a standout in its segment.
Yeah, but does it still give you that, luxury sedan vibe? Or does going all electric mean losing that Audi feel?
Not at all. Audi's kept the luxury intact. Think high-end materials, a spacious cabin, and cutting-edge technology like the dual-screen setup. It's designed to feel sophisticated while being environment-meter centrally conscious. It's the kind of car that proves you don't need to compromise on luxury for sustainability.
All right, that's impressive. But what about the Q6 e-tron? SUVs are still where it's at for a lot of Aussies, yeah?
Absolutely. And Audi knows it. That's why the Q6 e-tron was such a big deal when it debuted at the Paris Motor Show. It's setting a new benchmark with its technology and luxury features. You've got everything from multiple battery variants to all-wheel drive options, making it versatile for different needs. And let's not forget the sleek Sportback version if you're into that coupe-styled SUV look.
Yeah, if you want to look like you're headed to a luxury resort instead of the school drop-off, right?
Exactly. And what's really exciting is Audi's investment in rapid charging infrastructure here in Australia. It's all about making EVs more accessible, not just for city dwellers, but for folks in regional areas as well. Faster charging times mean less waiting around and more time on the road.
Love that. Nothing worse than sitting at a charging station, trying not to fall asleep while your car juices up.
And that's why these advancements are critical. Audi's not just building EVs, they're building the ecosystem that makes owning one practical and enjoyable. It's an exciting time for EVs, particularly as Australia ramps up infrastructure support.
It's cool to see car makers finally think about the whole package, not just the car. Makes you feel like we're on the cusp of something huge, doesn't it?
Brody, speaking of Audi's dedication to innovation, let's shift gears for a moment. Literally and figuratively. If there's one model in their lineup that proves Audi's excellence extends beyond electrics, it's the RSQ8 Performance. This powerhouse features a twin-turbo 471 kilowatt V8 engine that rockets this SUV from 0 to 100 in just 3.6 seconds. That's sports car speed in a practical, family-friendly, large SUV. Can you believe that?
Family friendly? Who's bringing this to a school pickup line? Though imagine the looks if you did.
Exactly. It's a head-turner. What Audi's doing here is blending luxury and utility with jaw-dropping performance. Plus, with torque increased to 850 newton meters, the RSQ8 doesn't just look powerful, it feels powerful. It's the type of vehicle that makes a statement wherever it goes.
Yeah, the statement being, look out, I'm overtaking everything in sight. Jokes aside, Samantha, can we also talk about how much tech they've crammed into this thing? It's basically a spaceship on wheels.
Absolutely. But let's switch to something equally advanced. The updated e-tron GT, Audi has really redefined luxury performance EVs here. The S variant starts at 500 kilowatts, while the top-tier RS Performance model has a staggering 680 kilowatt, hitting 0 to 100 in just 2.5 seconds.
Wait, 2.5 seconds? That's basically teleportation. Where are the seatbelt warnings for that?
You're not wrong. It's insanely fast. And Porsche's input on the suspension has done wonders for handling. It's not just straight-line speed, Brody. The dual-chamber air suspension adjusts dynamically to give the driver optimal performance and comfort, whether you're cruising or carving corners.
That's nuts. It feels like performance EVs are one-upping traditional cars across the board now. The only problem? It makes us regular blokes with older cars look prehistoric.
That's one way to put it. Speaking of performance, we can't forget the upgrades to the S3, which are tailor-made for Australian roads. The torque-splitting feature from the RS3 has made its way here, giving it precision cornering and an extra layer of control. It's a compact car with serious credentials.
I love that Audi's spreading the cool tech across their lineup. You don't need a six-figure budget to get something that's fun to drive. Plus, you can still park it in tight spots, which matters if you're in the cities.
Exactly. It's these kinds of innovations that show Audi's commitment to performance at every level, whether it's an SUV, a luxury EV, or a sporty compact car. They're really catering to all kinds of drivers.
Well, they've knocked it out of the park this time, Sam. I mean, cars like the e-tron, GT, and RSQ8 are proof that performance and innovation go hand in hand. And not just for gearheads, but for anyone who appreciates a dose of adrenaline behind the wheel.
Couldn't have said it better myself, Brody. Audi's lineup for 2025 feels like a perfect mix of luxury, sustainability, and sheer driving joy. On that note, it's been fantastic chatting about this with you.
Same here, Sam. And for all you listeners out there, give these models a look. You won't be disappointed. Till next time, take it easy on the roads, and we'll catch you soon.